Star-Lord is one of the cutest superheroes in Hollywood.
Who?
He is as cunning as a leader should be, and also we can see a child in him. Maybe that's why he was the one who came up with the brilliant plan that almost cost Thanos the gauntlet, and also the one who ruined it in the end with a childish mistake. But Peter's reaction in that scene didn't make any sense, because that doesn't suit his character. Though it may seem Peter Quill easily makes mistakes, he actually handles almost every situation pretty calmly, until this happens.
It broke my heart to put that tumor in her head.
In this scene, he totally loses his cool realizing his mother was murdered, and the murderer is standing right in front of him. If Peter was thinking through, he would know blasting his guns on Ego wouldn't do much good. Instead, he could pretend to understand what Ego did was the right thing to be done, and walk himself out of there somehow, and then with the rest of his mates try to figure out how to stop Ego. But he couldn't help but have his emotions take over in the moment. It wasn't an intellectual decision but a great reaction from a well-written character. 'Cause he's a half-human after all. Pretty much the same thing happened in Infinity War. Peter again found out someone he truly loved was murdered by the person standing right in front of him. He then again lets his anger get the best of him and punches Thanos on the head. That's it? Just a punch? Why not pull out two of his guns and shoot Thanos as long as he can? Or cut his head off? Or axe his chest? A light punch doesn't mean anything. This is how you punch your friend when he orders the wrong food or something. Again, why would he be asking Thanos about Gamora in the first place? Wasn't it his plan to put Thanos into sleep? As Peter doesn't know about Gamora's death yet, we are supposed to see a calm thinker and clever Peter who has always found a way out of any situation, like he does in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Even if he feared she might be dead or in great danger, his fears were tested earlier in the movie. Gamora convinced Peter to kill her if Thanos captures her alive. When the time came, he did pull the trigger at Gamora. If Thanos wouldn't have turned that into bubbles, Gamora would be sacrificed by Peter himself. In that scene, he was mentally prepared to let Gamora die to save the galaxy. So why wasn't he in the very next meeting with Thanos? So it wasn't really Peter's fault. It was the scriptwriters. Let's compare it to a well-written meltdown of a hero where he does something unidealistic. In Civil War, when Tony found out Bucky is the one who killed Tony's parents, he tried to kill Bucky. We all know Bucky was used as a pawn and didn't know what he was doing. But Tony was too furious to see it or even to listen to what his friend Steve is trying to say. But that didn't feel out of character. His rage was rather understandable. Not only that, Tony had the chance to redeem all his mistakes. And I was hoping the same for Peter. This epic fail must lead up to an epic redemption. But nothing like that happened in Endgame. In the end of the day, it felt like the filmmakers needed an excuse for Thanos to win, and they chose to butcher Peter Quill's character, which was carefully built in Guardians of the Galaxy movie franchise. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Tell me in the comments. Like if you like, share if you like, subscribe if you like.